Okay, I'm back. So, it is basically, I wonder what verse this is. Hmm. Basically, okay. Well, maybe this isn't a verse. I'm not sure where I put the verse at, but basically, I wrote down something and it says, awareness is evident. And it says, authenticity and awareness are one and the same. It is the only truth and always evident to others. When you become aware of who you truly are, of your awareness, habitually, it is evident that your actions and intentions are good. And this really does correlate to what I was just saying, because when you are authentic in who you are, it naturally comes across as good to other people, meaning that you will be accepted. Everybody don't gotta love you, but you will definitely be accepted because you're accepting yourself just by being yourself. So that's basically what I took away from what I said. Is this is why it does take strength to be in your softness, because a lot of people are going to try to convince you out of it. A lot of people are going to tell you that there's only one way to be considered morally good, or whatever the case is, and that you can't be yourself. You have to want to work hard. You got to embrace struggle. You got to embrace pain. And there's always going to be a benefit to having like endurance in certain areas and situations in your life, but it shouldn't be a lifestyle. And you should take no shame in not wanting to make hard work your lifestyle. And I know of a person who, she worked so hard. And a lot of people can probably relate to this, but she worked so hard. And then she just ends up eventually losing her life. And then it's like, what was all that hard work really for, when God does not want us to struggle? Contrary to what many people may think, we are not put here to struggle and to strain. So if you are someone who is deep down, you are dominantly feminine, it does take strength and it does take courage to embrace that softness and to be authentic to who you are and to fully accept yourself, instead of thinking that something is wrong with you because you're not interested in living the same type of life everyone else is interested in living. And not even to be confused, what softness might look like for one person, it might look completely different to another person. For some people, it might be a traditional lifestyle. It might be being in the kitchen. For others, it might be traveling, or just, it might be starting your business. Maybe you want to be a fitness guru or a coach or something. That softness might look different to everyone. And while it might seem like hard work to the next person, it's not hard work for you, because it's something that comes naturally to you and you're embracing your authenticity, rather than putting yourself in environments that you really just don't fit in and it feels like you're trying to fit a square into a circle or something. So that is why I say it takes strength, and that is why I believe that God, or awareness, or whatever people may call it, put it on my heart today to say that, because it takes courage, it takes strength, it takes, I'm scratching myself. It takes strength, it takes courage, it takes you being willing to not think like the majority in order to really be in your softness, and to not feel shame for it. Because people might even be people that's close to you, might even be your parents, or people that you might even look up to, will tell you like, you are not worthy unless you work hard. And that is not true, and it couldn't be further from the truth. Because you're inherently worthy. And that would piss so many people off if they heard me say that. Like, what do you mean you're inherently worthy? You know, you gotta work, you gotta earn, you gotta. No, you got to. You got to, because that is a belief system that you've accepted and integrated into your life. I didn't do that. You did that. So why do I have to subscribe to something that you've allowed yourself to believe? And maybe you believing that is working out for you. But if you take on a belief system that does not belong to you, or if I take on a belief system that does not belong to me, it will cause me to suffer. It will cause me to suffer. And live a life of suffering. And that's what a lot of people do. So that is why I believe God put it on my heart just to say this short message, is that it takes strength to be in your softness. And as you submit to God, as you submit to your inherent awareness and your inherent stillness, as you submit to that, whatever you may call it, as a dominant feminine being, you will naturally be in your softness and get to see what that looks like for you, because it doesn't look the same for everybody. And it may not be your previous idea of what softness is in the media, where it's just like, oh, I'm living a soft life, I'm waking up and getting coffee. For some, that may be it, but for others, that may be boring. Your idea of what that looks like for you, or it might look completely different. And it may be working, but doing something that comes so naturally to you, or something that you love so much that it doesn't feel like working. And it comes in all different shapes and sizes and lifestyles. And what is for you, only you will know what that is. And that is something that I've really been taking in today, is like it's okay to be soft, and it takes strength to be that way. It takes strength to take pride in that, in a society where hard work is taught to be the only thing that should be rewarded. But you are a reward. Every breath you take, you're accomplishing something. And it's okay to embrace that effortless flow of just having, of just deserving, of just accepting the fact that you are deservingness, that you are worthiness itself. That's something that one of my favorite coaches, the Rosie Life, she says, you are worthiness and deservingness itself. And you don't have to go about your life convincing yourself that you are worthy, or trying to earn everything and work hard for everything. Like, you are of God. Literally, you're of God. And so that was what was on my heart today. That's what I wanted to speak about. Thank you for watching this, for whoever watches this. I know I have a pretty new channel, but I do appreciate every view, even if it's a few. So thank you. Bye-bye.